Dr. Umar, my brother loves white women. How can I redeem him? Don't redeem him. Release him to the bunny brigade. Don't save the snow bunny lover.
Hey Couture Baes, it's your girl Brett on live with the Retalk and Bae Squad. We're going to talk about Shannon Sharpe and black men and their white women fetish. I know, very controversial, but at the end of the day, I'm just giving my opinion on it. God gave me the idea and the stars have aligned because so much is being said out loud silently, and I think it's time to talk about it, especially with the situation with Shannon Sharpe, because child but first things first, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my fave, the vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? So we all know that Shannon Sharpe has been publicly accused of Me Tooing a 20-year-old that he met at the gym. We also know that his history with other white women have started to unfold. We're going to include this in there as well. But there was something strange that I saw. It came to my mind that I wanted to talk about, and I will be adding that clip in just a second. But remember, opinions are not facts. Bae Squad, we will not be commencing the lives until the engagement is back. So let's get into the mess, shall we?
Girl who has dated black guys since the age of 15. I feel like you guys need my perspective on this Shannon Sharpe shit, because everything I'm seeing is like white women are fetishizing black men. Like the Shannon Sharpe sitch, like the girl said something about, I want your black baby, right? I have had black men come to me and say, I want you to have my black baby. Not, I want you to have my baby. That's the acceptable response. No, I want you to have my black baby. And I have had black men ask me to say very derogatory things in bed. Yeah. So part of it is not that white women are fetishizing black men. It's like the opposite. And I feel like this isn't being talked about, and I don't want to get any hate for this, guys, because this is my personal experience, but I've had more black men than not mention race in our relationship as like a kink. I don't know. I don't even know if that's like the right way to describe it. But there are some black men in this world that I think like I don't know if they want to reenact. I don't know if it's like a power trip of like, I don't know, but I just feel like that piece is important to this puzzle.
That is crazy, but you know what? I believe her. And you know why I believe her? Because I got proof. There's nothing like Beyonce's internet, honey. It's so telling, it's so trying, and the truth shall set you free. I think black men need to start having a real conversation about their fetishization of white women. If y'all don't remember, Nick Cannon went viral several years ago before he had his Village of Children, talking about the status of money and wealth and you making it is having a white woman, and he said that with his chest. I don't know whose channel is on, whose platform, but he said that. If y'all remember, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't, put a 2. And then maybe we might dive into it, because that's what made me not like Nick Cannon. I don't care what he do. I don't care what he got going on. But I want to play this video because it aligns with what that white lady said on TikTok. So let's get into it.
I'm not done with you. I'm not with you. I just can't get over it. I want you to put a big black baby in me. That's what you like.
Yes, that is exactly what we like. That's what we've always liked. In all honesty, if I date a white woman and she doesn't say something like that to me, I ain't gonna date her any longer. I can tell with your light-skinned ass that might hurt your feelings, but the rest of us like that.
That is crazy. Whose son is that? Whose brother is that? Whose uncle is that? Whose father is that? I'm not surprised. 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 They are saying the quiet part out loud. Okay? The quiet part is being said out loud. Also with the quiet part, I want to get into this, what Ace Metaphor said on Cam Newton's pod. And then we're going to get into Shannon Sharpe's ex, who's going viral because this is what y'all are here for. Y'all are here for the mess. Y'all are messing like this and not like this. Continue to get those likes up, Bay Squad.
A lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real. They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life. A lot of times we'll talk about strength and we'll say men are stronger than women, but that's because we value physical strength. We're not talking about emotional strength, spiritual strength. We're not talking about the type of strength that can run a household. And we're not putting that same type of weight. And what I would encourage, and this was the shit that I had to do, is I had to start liking the wholeness of a woman outside of sex. And then when you do that, now you appreciate the things a complete woman can bring to your life. When we talk about the Bible talks about finding a capable wife, right? That capable wife, that person that if you was to stumble, can pick up the ball and start running. And there's a lot of men that have just a wife because they was only concerned about what she can do in the bed. And so what I'm just encouraging men to do is just like, and it's for our own benefit, because a lot of us, especially men with some type of means, we end up finding a dependent, not a partner. Yeah, she can f*** us good, but if you was able to stumble, bro, what the f*** is gonna happen with your family? And so I just encourage men to be, I'm not gonna say more, because that's unrealistic to a lot of men, but as attracted to what she brings as a feminine energy to your life outside of just what you're doing.
And I think that goes into Shannon Sharpe, because I think a lot of people were like, oh, if he would have got with a black woman. Don't put this at the feet of black women. Black women are resting. We are doing our self-care. We are losing the weight. We are drinking the water. We are exfoliating our skin. We're getting rid of the dark spots on our faces, our thighs, or in anywhere else that we feel the skin needs to be corrected. We are out here doing the work. So don't bring us somebody who hasn't done the work to our feet to uplift and uphold and whatever. Because y'all make jokes about Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, but they're over there happy. I don't think any black woman would be happy with the Shannon Sharpe. He has too many rules. It's very demeaning. He doesn't like anything, and that's because he doesn't like women. It's not because I'm saying he's into the men. I don't care if he likes men or not. Everything that he says gives, he has not fully developed mentally. He likes whores. Like, can we keep it 100? He likes the Nicole Murphys of the world, the Be Nasties. When he made that very loud and vocal a few years back, I knew a good woman was not what he wanted. He loves paying for the puss and the bus and everything else in between. So he's getting what he paid for, right? But I need black women to stop agreeing and saying, well, if he would have got a black woman, because why? Are y'all alluding that we like to be abused? Is that the quiet part being said out loud? I mean, I don't know. I'm not one of them. I've never found Shannon Sharpe attractive. He's not somebody who I wake up and go, oh, he's attractive. I thought he was a great creator and content creator until he said that stuff about that black woman. And y'all know we fell all the way back off of doing like which interviews he's doing and whatnot, unless I'm inspired to talk about it. But he has a nastiness about him that he has not healed. And I keep saying this, a lot of black men feel like how that one black creator said on the Tickety Talk, they want white women to have their big black babies because they hate themselves. It is what it is. But let's get into this new accuser who's now speaking out. It's loading.
He had asked me to break up with my husband at the time we were just dating. So I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband, and I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, you know, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly? I know it's probably painful to relive the situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer, so he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth, and after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed, and this was all a struggle.
I'm going to ask something that might be a little sensitive or might sound insensitive, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's a question that I'm sure people are wondering. Why didn't you file a police report when he raped you?
Because I was scared for my life. He said he would use it. Everybody he knows, and he knows lots of police officers. So I didn't know that if I went down there that would be one of the people that he knows.
So, again, I'm one of the people, I always tell y'all, if file the police report, and I know it's dangerous, but get that Me Too kit. That Me Too kit will it save you? No, but it allows for you to get your money quicker, the lawsuit to go through faster. I'm just telling you what I know based on what I've seen in the courtroom. Okay? But as far as that, y'all want black women to go through that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Shannon Sharpe is the type of man, if he did these things, because these are all accusations, right? He's the type of man that if he's overpowering them, he would overpower a black woman. Again, he has a thing for mediocre white women. It is what it is. Now, I know her credibility has been under scrutiny because they said she has some type of manslaughter against her charge against her ex-husband, which is crazy. He likes unstable white women. He likes whores. So knowing that, why would y'all want black women to be put into that situation? Do you want to see another black woman on Dear Future Wifey podcast? Come on now. And we're going to be talking about that later, but it's a mess. Shannon Sharpe, like most black men, I didn't say all, I don't want to generalize, they're into the race play. Shannon Sharpe is not the first one. There are several successful black men who got caught up talking about they love doing the slave master's daughter, slave owner type things with these white women. We have seen the viral videos from Cynthia G. We have seen the viral videos of the black woman sphere when they're talking about the degeneracy amongst black men and they're pedestalizing, disparaging ideology of white women. And at the end of the day, they don't care. I'm going to say it again. Nick Cannon was very happy, loud, and proud talking about the status quo of being with a white woman. So hearing this, I ask black women, I challenge you, moving forward, stop saying, well, if he would have just got with the black women. Don't even let that come out your mouth. Don't let other black people say that. I know Mace said it when he was on the pod with him and Cam, and I wasn't here for it. I said, this is the problem. Y'all are saying the loud part out, the quiet part out loud, that black women just tolerate anything. And at this point, I'm gonna have to agree because so many of you have vocalized that stance with this man who does not like women. And a lot of men don't like women. They're just not getting caught because they mask it better. And this is why I'm one of the ones who advocate, if you are not being treated the way that you need to be as a woman, don't stay, don't settle, because women settle based off the ideology of men who don't get to be with who they want to be with. Have y'all noticed Shannon Sharpe has been catcalling Be Nasty and Nicole Murphy? Have y'all seen them over there? But what are your thoughts on this, Face Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.